I think it's really important that people try and understand what watering properly sort of really means. By that I mean completely saturating the rooting plate where all of the kind of absorption is going to take place with the plant. And the best way to do that is to water with a trickle and just gradually saturate the plant overnight above where the majority of the roots are going to be. Then you lose minimal water to evaporation. The plants can replace any water lost in the day, and you'll fill all of those air spaces that are otherwise quite difficult to get the water to percolate into. If anybody is fretting about their lawn, come down to our pagoda, newly reopened pagoda, which you can go up now, and you will see how brown Kew is. We have a policy here of never irrigating lawn. It will always come back. When in a drought, you've really got to make a justification as to why you need that water, and mostly watering that lawn, it's not going to go in. It will take a lot more to properly kill your lawn. Talked about succulents first, which are very popular at the minute as a house plant and as a garden plant. We've got some aloe polyphylla that we'll look at later, and some Sempervivum as well. And these plants are evolved to deal with periods of drought stress. A lot of these are reliably hardy as well. They are the best evolved to deal with the drought. They've got the water storage in their leaves. And so they kind of endure. You also get some bulbs which will be in full flower now, and again they'll be adapted. They have a storage like the succulents to feed off that right now. The last group is anything sort of Mediterranean, and these things also have little adaptations which allow them to endure, like sort of grey leaves or hairs or things like that. Common sense, but using saucers to ensure that the soil is fully saturated and none of that water goes to waste. Obviously it's a delicate operation. I do it myself, trying to water your house plants and water your balcony plants outside, having multiple jugs of stuff and that kind of thing. So as long as every single pot underneath it has got a saucer to catch it, not only will that ensure the water is saved, but it'll also ensure that any water that doesn't percolate into the hard to reach bits in the soil will eventually absorb back up, and it will soak that whole root ball, which is what's really important for good watering. Obviously collecting rainwater is a good idea, and water butts are really easy to install. Mulching is another thing that we do heavily here. So we collect all of the material on site and we compost it. We separate it into soft mulch and woody mulch, and that goes on all the trees, a really thick sort of 50mm plus layer of this mulch. And not only will that promote soil health, but that will lock in moisture and conserve moisture throughout the season, and that's probably the best and easiest way to do it.